We are here, we are here, we are here. On this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up WOLF stock. We are in the monthly time frame. Price action. Last candle to the right hand side is a bullish green candle coming from an area of support, and it may be at an area of resistance. So we got to figure out what's going on in that area. Price action overall, higher highs. Price action overall, lower lows. We do have that midpoint in the middle. Adding second level highs, and also adding a midpoint between second level highs and overall higher highs. Okay, headed back over the price to see what's going on. Price action, as I said before, is a bullish green candle coming from an area of support. So if that market is going to work its way up, we could be coming from overall pattern. Okay, so let's draw out what we see. So in small, we did receive that break and retest. So this will be the first leg. Market push overall for the second leg, third leg, and market pushing up for that fourth. So we have a short W from that first leg, started from the bottom because that break and retest. But market is pushing up for that fourth leg near resistance. So we may have to see what's going on in low in the time frame to see if we're going to fully receive that breakout of that overall highest high, and that will be the highest the market ever made it to. But for that market to come back to retest, for us to look for entry, for that market to work its way up from a double bottom and a retest. Now, as this being our overall highest high in the market, let's say if it doesn't happen for the full breakout or the break at all, and don't even get close to that area of resistance, market can work its way down. And if so, market's coming from that overall first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest. First, second, third, fourth, retest, one, retest. So market has came back for a retest twice, and if it comes down, it's coming down for the second push. So in total, at that high, we have a triple bottom and a retest, or in total, a quadruple bottom. Excuse me, a quadruple top. Or we can receive that consolidation side by side within the current price action candle. On the weekly time frame, we do have price action as a huge bullish green candle. It's actually coming from a pattern here. So on the weekly time frame is identifying a double bottom, but as we walk down the time frame, it may identify a triple bottom. But I said pay attention to the double bottom first, or what we see on this time frame. So coming down in red with this area here, first leg, second leg, third leg, and then fourth leg pushing up from that W. Okay, we have the W, the retest, market pushed up once. We may see another retest here, and market pushed up twice. Okay, so market's on a second push. So we haven't seen anything that came back fully for a full retest between price action and this doji. So if we grab this area here, price action where it's currently at in this doji, and we think about adding a midpoint here, as we walk down further, we may see a retest somewhere in that area. If not, the market can come back to at least this area here to retest to work its way up further. And as I said before, we may identify a triple bottom on a daily time frame, or maybe lower from this area here. So this is also a spike down area for another push. But just because it spikes doesn't mean it may be seen. On a daily time frame, so that area came up as a double bottom. So instead of 3 pushes, came up as 4 pushes in that area. But all we paying attention to is mainly this area here from that double bottom, and that market did push. So let's draw it out one more time. First, second, third, fourth, retest 1, retest 2, retest 3. Okay, so market's on the third push. 4 is exhaustion. So we're going to see that this market's going to come back for a retest and do a final 4th push before it has to read from another pattern in this area to keep on pushing. If not, that market's coming all the way back down for a full retest, maybe up to the midpoint line that we did create in an earlier time frame or lower. So we do have price action on the daily time frame as a bullish green candle, and also as a gap in the market. If we look below this gap, we also have a pattern. So let's draw it out. Market's coming from that first, second, third, fourth retest, and the market push once. So price action is coming from a triple bottom with a huge gap in the market. So we're going to see what's going on as we walk down further. On the 4-hour time frame, price action, small bullish green candle, more like a doji. Second last candle is a push up to the top. So what's happening is that market spiked up and just worked its way sideways. Altogether, market has spiked that area twice for a double top. On a 3-hour time frame, we have multiple pushes to that top, as in third to last candle once, second last candle twice, and price action three times. So market did spike that area 3 times, so that's a triple top. Also, price is losing momentum. Why? We can see as that market works its way up with the candles are getting smaller. On a 2-hour time frame, reading the same thing. Second last candle is more of a retest. Okay, so third last candle spiked up, retest, spiked up, retest, and then push. So now we got 4 pushes to that top of that area. No, more like 3. That third last candle didn't make it there. So still identifying 3 pushes to that resistance line. Price action on the 1-hour time frame is a bullish green candle with a wick up to the top. So we don't know if it's retesting something to come down, but all we're looking for is price action to engulf the previous candle, which it is doing. Price action is engulfing the second last candle doji and third to last candle, and also engulfing this long candle to the seventh to last candle in the market. Okay, so we're going to see if that market's going to break this SR line and work its way up. So if so, we're looking for that market to fully break out, looking for the retest, looking for entry at the same time for that market to push up further. If not, market's coming down if we receive a bearish red candle or a pattern below the second last candle doji. On a 45-minute, is reading the same thing as well. 30-minute, reading the same thing as well. So it's a pattern trying to form. So let's talk about it on the 15-minute time frame. We can see that incline structure of that overall pattern. So not tagging this area here, but we can see that first leg, second leg, third leg, and market's trying to break out that fourth leg, retest the top, work its way up from a triple top. But we're still looking for price to engulf this full area here. It looked like it didn't engulf the wick yet. So we want to see at least a stronger candle, take this candle out with a pattern form in that area for that market to push up. On a 5-minute time frame, we have price action side by side with the second last candle, some of the third. So happened when market spiked up, came back down for a retest, and is trying to push up and break out. So if that's going to happen, we're going to see that market push and break out at least to the third to last candle, and that's what we're identifying the full break, retest the bottom, and we look for entry to see if that market is going to work its way up. If not, if we receive a bearish red candle somewhere in this area or pattern, market can come down to at least the midpoint. If it breaks the midpoint, looking for that break and retest for the market to come down further to at least the next area. On a 3-minute time frame, same as well. So we can see that W, incline W forming, first, second, third. So we're still waiting for the break of that SR line. But if it does break, we're still looking for that candle to engulf this previous area here or identify a pattern that's going to fully break out. And then you're still waiting for that market to still break and identify a retest for us to get an entry and take it to the next level. On a 1-minute time frame, same as well. It's a pattern happening below price. So we can see that first, second, third, fourth, double bottom, retest, and market push once. Look for that break fully, retest for the second time, and market push. So it may have to push 2 or 3 times with some retests to actually break this area and then still fully come back to this area again. Okay, if not, market can come down from an overall first, second, get rejected here for that third leg and come down from that double top. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis.